PowerPoint Chapter 3, Step-by-Step Video 1. Okay, in this chapter, we are going to work with working with text. So the first file, so if you have not downloaded all your files yet, make sure that you have downloaded all your files for Lesson 3. And we want to open, the file that we want to open is, and so if you have not created this folder for Lesson 3, I'm going to go here, desktop, and I'm going to go to PowerPoint, and I made Lesson 3, and we want to open Sales Pipeline. Okay, so I'm also on a Zoom meeting, so that was the picture of me, so yay! Okay, so on this file, what we are going to do is we want to save the presentation. That's going to be the first thing we do, so we're going to go to File and Save As. We can put it right back into our Chapter 3 folder, so up here we're going to do our hour. So hour, username, and we're going to do Sales Pipeline Solution. Okay, and hit Save. And so we are going to work with this file. Okay, we want to click on slide 2. So over here in your slide view, we want to click on slide 2. And this is the file or the slide that we are going to work with. Okay, click the font drop down arrow on the mini toolbar. A list of fonts appear. Okay, so we are going to go up here and we're going to select timing. And remember, the Mac doesn't have the little mini toolbar, so if you're working on a PC and you get that little mini toolbar, you can actually use it. We're going to go up here and we are going to click on the drop down arrow on our fonts, and we want to select Berlin Sans FB Demi. So remember, we can we're alphabetical, so Berlin, does it have it? Berlin Sans, I'm going to try to type it in here and see if we have it. Berlin. Okay, we do not. So what we're going to do, so the Macs do not have this Berlin Sans FB Demi. Okay, and so we are going to choose, let's do this Britannic. I have no idea what Berlin looks like, so we're going to change this to Britannic. All right, so you can see the difference between the Britannic and the Calibri. All right, okay, we want to click the size drop down arrows, so we're clicking on here. We're also going to click on the size, and we want to click on 32. So we're going to change that size to 32. PowerPoint will apply the chosen font size to the selected text. We're going to double click probability in the top right cell. Okay, so this is probability, and on the home tab in the ribbon we're going to do the same thing. But what we could do, I'm going to show you, we can use, what do we use to copy this same formatting over here? We use our Format Painter. So I'm going to click on the Format Painter, and I'm going to click on probability, and it's going to give me the same exact thing. Okay, so then that we don't have to go in there and find the font and all of that fun stuff. So we just copied the same font. Okay, click away from the selected text to deselect it. Okay, your slide should look like what mine does right now. Okay, and we are going to click Save up here on our Quick Access toolbar and save. Since we've already saved as, we can save our PowerPoint and we're good to go to the next step-by-step. Okay, we're going to click on slide 3. So in slide 3, It is the critical assessments, okay, where it says allows planners and partners to have in-depth conversations about the pipeline. Okay, we want to type the following in a new bullet point at the bottom of the slide. So we're going to go down here where it says qualifies, and we're going to hit enter. Okay, and we are ready to insert. We're going to do 2 new bullets. So if you need to, after I type it, actually I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to type it and then I'll turn it back on, and then you guys can type it then. Okay, you might pause now and type those 2 bullets and then hit play again so we can continue on. Okay, so I've gotten those 2 things typed. So as you begin to type the second bullet, AutoFit engages and it makes the text in the text box smaller, so it will all continue to fit within the placeholder. So I don't know if when you're typing away, if you noticed it kind of popped a little bit and it made it a little smaller so that it all fit in within that text box. Okay, that is your AutoFit option. Okay, you can also stop fitting text in your placeholder, but we're not going to do that. And you do that though by right here where it says auto fit, and you can click stop auto fit. All right, and so if you click stop auto fit, see how it fills the whole entire screen, and we don't want that, so we're going to say auto fit. So if you you can always stop auto fit, so then your slides will fill a little more, but if your text boxes are so full that it goes off of your slide, then you want to make sure that you have the auto fit option on. Okay, all right, hit save for me. Okay, also pay attention to the other things you have down here. Split text between 2 slides, continue on a new slide. So you have other options that you can select if your text is too long to fit into a text box. Okay, we are going to apply font styles and effects. So on this sales pipeline solution, we want to click on slide 2. So we're going back up here to slide 2. Okay, in the top left cell, we want to double click on timing. So we're going to do some things to timing. We're going to click the italics button. So we're going to go up here and click italics. Okay, PowerPoint formats the text, the selected text as italic. Notice that bold face is already applied. Okay, so if you'll notice, bold is already applied, and that is because this is kind of a column heading type setting, so that's why it's already bolded. Make sure that you double click on probability, okay, in the top, and we also want to italicize it. So you could do it any way. You can click on your ribbon. If you're on a PC, you can use your little mini bar, or you can use your keystrokes, which is Control-I. Okay, and I believe on the Mac it's Command-I. I may be wrong. Let's see, Command-I. Yeah, that's what it is. So Command-I. All right, go back and double click on timing. Okay, so we've double clicked on our timing, and remember, we do not have font dialog box launchers like we do on the PC, so we don't have that little bottom down here. So what we want to do is we want to go up here to format, and we're going to do font. Okay, so this is your dialog box launcher, just like you have in a PC. It's just not as easily accessible as it is on a PC. Okay, so what we want to do is we are going to put a check mark in small caps, because we want to make this all small caps. Okay, then we're going to click the character spacing tab. So right up here you see where it says character spacing. We want to click the spacing drop down arrow and click expanded. So this is your spacing. And we click on the drop down, and we're going to click on expanded in that list, and then we're going to click OK because we're ready to go. So notice what happened to your text that you had selected. It is now in small caps, so the T is a big cap because it is capitalized, and then all the other letters are not. Okay, and it kind of separated your spacing of your letters, so notice there's a little more space between it than it would have on if we didn't do the expanded. Okay, double click probability in the top right cell of this, and we want to repeat what we just did. So we're going to double click. Okay, we're going up here in our quick access toolbar, and you see this little repeat arrow. This is the first time I've ever actually used this, and so we're going to click on that, and so it did the same exact thing you just did to timing. So you could have used your format painter, but this time we used our repeat, and so it did the small caps and it did the expanded letters. Okay, click anywhere out so that your the word probability is not selected anymore, and we're going to hit save. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to change font color. Okay, I know you guys all know how to do this, but we're going to go over it a little bit in PowerPoint so that you are aware of what we're doing. Okay, on slide 2, double click and select the word timing in the top left. Okay, we're going to click the drop down arrow on our color palette for text. So right here, right now the book for PowerPoint uses a lot of the mini toolbar, and we do not have that mini toolbar on the Mac. So just know that you have to use these up here. So we're going to go up here to our color palette. We are going to change our color to Orange Accent 6. So this one right here is Orange Accent 6. And so we're changing the word timing. Okay. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to do probability. And notice since we've already changed that, the little line color under the A, all you have to do is click on that letter A and it will automatically change it to Orange Accent 6. So you don't have to pull down and go hunt it up again. Okay, so this is what your slide should look like, hopefully. Okay, hit save. That's it for video 1. You can close that, keep this file open, and we will continue on with video 2.